Summer. Welcome to Storytime CNA edition. I'm super excited to tell this story because it's the one story that everyone knows about me. I tell it all the time because I think it's hilarious. Back when it happened, I didn't think it was so hilarious. So a CNA is a certified nursing assistant, and that's what I am. We help with toileting, bathing, activities of daily living, just the basic stuff. First of all, I'm just going to be careful about patient confidentiality. I'm not going to say any names or give any big descriptions on who this person is. So the specific man that I'm telling the story about was not that old. Maybe he's like in his 60s or something, but had dementia, didn't communicate well, didn't listen to directions well, but very sweet man. So he needed to use the restroom, and I was there to help him. And going into this, I was shaking because he had fallen the day before and the day before that, and he had skin tears all over his arms from his falls, and I just didn't want him to go through that again. So I was so scared, and wheeled him in the bathroom. He grabbed onto the grab bar, did everything he needed to do, but when he stood up, he tried pulling up his own pants, and he just toppled forward on top of me. He was like on the left side of my body, kind of, and I was laying there on the floor. I kind of hit the back of my head, and he hit his head on the door, which luckily wasn't latched because it kind of swung open when he did, and I was able to call for a nurse, and someone came to help. We stood him up and like got his pants up and everything. But his legs just gave out, and the two of us girls, he's a big guy and we're not that big. We could not support him. So we were both yelling for someone to help and get his wheelchair, and I was crying. He was terrified. The nurse was angry, and it was just one of those situations. But yeah, an old person fell on top of me. So anyways, it got resolved. Someone came in and we sat him down. And looking back on it, I guess I'm kind of glad it happened because I'm much more aware of how to deal with patient falls. I did not deal with it right. I screamed for help, and you don't want to do that. He wasn't in any critical danger, and neither was I, so probably shouldn't have done that, but you know. So this was one of the days where it seemed like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. About 30 minutes later, I answered a call light with this lady, and I walked into the room, and she was on the ground face down with a pile or a puddle of blood around her head, like this big. And it, is this even happening? Is this lady dead? And I freaked out. I was like, oh my goodness, are you okay? And I was so relieved to hear her say, yeah, I'm okay, I'm just stuck here. She got a gash in her forehead, and it was just one of those days that can make you really overwhelmed as a nursing assistant. But I'm so happy that I am one. I don't work at the long-term care facility anymore. I am a home care aide, so I go to people's houses and help them for a few hours a day and provide companionship, and I'm so much happier in my new job because I feel like I really get to connect with each individual person that I care for. Being in the medical field, really, specifically for me as a CNA, I think it's the most rewarding thing in the world, and I would not tell anyone ever not to do it. There are hard days, there are bad days, there are days that you don't get a break and you work 12 hours and you just want to collapse and cry. And you know, it's all about working up to that level where maybe you can go to nursing school and you have so much experience that it's just gonna jumpstart your career. And that's what I'm really excited about here. Anyways, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this story. Please like and subscribe if you did, and comment down below if you're a CNA. A couple other stories maybe you have to share with me. I'd love to hear them. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!